Hi everybody. So I have the prayer for today, which is the topic is grief. So just if you haven't heard any of my prayers before, just gonna let this plane pass. If you haven't heard any of my prayers before, there's a whole bunch here on Facebook as well as on YouTube and Instagram TV, so you can go and check those out. But to give you a little bit of an introduction is that what these prayers do is actually go through like a laser beam through your energy field, so that it's asking for help from the divine within, the source or creator or whatever word you like to use. And what it's doing is asking for help, for it to come through you and into all parts of your being, wherever you're holding on to things that are getting in the way of you showing up as you, and places and times where your ancestors may have held this too. And grief is something that a lot of things are, but since today the theme is grief, a lot of people have experienced grief in our ancestral lineage, and we can, it can be so extreme, and that we actually hold that in our DNA. And then things show up in our life that reflect that. So by listening to the prayer and by just acknowledging that you're willing for this to happen, what happens is that the source within you, the divine within you, goes through your whole being and sweeps up and integrates everywhere and anywhere that you're holding on to this. And the impact of this is huge, because it's not just going to impact you, but your children. And it clears up, your whole ancestral lineage as well, because healing happens in this moment now. In this moment. Okay? So here's the prayer for today then. And again, as I always say, just know that you can use any word you like. Infinite Creator is what I use, or you could use divine, you could use whatever you want, source, energy, whatever works for you. Dear Infinite Creator, the divine creator, wisdom within, source, for all the grief I hold in my being, in my DNA, from my life and from the traumas of my ancestors and past lifetimes, all timelines included, for all places and times that we experienced grief and were struck with it so deeply, and it immobilized us. Oop, there's a wasp here, hang on. It was about to sit on my hand. Okay. Whether it was because of a death of a loved one, or the feeling of internal death, where there was no will to live. Infinite Creator, Source Divine, can we also include the grief of any relatives, family members, who did or wanted to commit suicide due to the depth of their grief, and the ripples of this in all impacted as well as their souls, so that they and we may no longer carry this forward, and that our children too no longer carry this grief forward. Please forgive all involved, and everyone forgive each other for all kinds of grief that we're holding on to, known and unknown. Please allow for your love to pour through our beings, souls, all of it, right to the level of our DNA, so that we feel the joy that is our birthright. And may it pour through us and into all of humanity. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. So just allow to sit with that, because it is, I feel it, and it's always great to do this in a group setting and put it out there, because it just feels good to do so. Okay, let's just feel that. So I still have some slots available for the genome healing, which is happening tomorrow, Thursday, July the 12th, 2018. And as I always say on my, miracles are a norm. Miracles is our way of being. And what I am witnessing on these genome healing calls is just, is exactly that. And so my invitation is that if you know anybody who could benefit from that, if you click on the link that's provided, you'll see the testimonials that are coming in as a result of that. And just share it with people. Let people know that this is happening, because I'm going to be doing it on a regular basis. And so just please do share it. Let people know. So thank you all for joining in, and thank you all for your comments and for joining and saying hello. I shall see you again for another prayer, whenever that comes through. And I'm hoping that it's every day, but I am going with my inspiration. Okay, take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.